Virgo, in the month of June, you are creating a new blueprint, a redesign of your entire life after a karmic rebalancing. Now, we're going to take a look at the sun, moon, and rising sign of Virgo. This is a powerful energy that our Virgos are experiencing. I'll bring in some of the guidance for you. I'll bring in visions as I see it, hear it, feel it, know it. I will share with you whatever I'm being guided to share with you. But the one thing that I keep hearing over and over, you're creating something new, you're expanding, you're growing because of everything that you went through, seeing the reality of the people around you, the environment you're in, everything, and particularly within yourself. You see, like, I ain't doing that no more. You are breaking a cycle, and this beautiful karmic power is coming into you. Now, let's take a look at this a little differently because we are looking at from the end of May all the way through the end of September, there's a peak, a rise in karma playing out for people. It's already started, don't get me wrong, and it will continue after, but this is a rising peak during this energy where we have higher telepathic communication, people trying to reach out to us, whether that's in our dreams, whether that's in our mind while we're standing there washing the dishes. There is communication going on because they are getting ready to reap what they sow, each individual. So whatever you put out is coming back in. Does karma really play out? Yes, it actually does. And let me share with you a little story as we move forward because it has everything to do with what I'm being told to guide you in. For a while I took a step back on doing private readings here on my business, and I chose to go with a call-in organization. There was a woman that would call in, rude as can be. This woman was so rude. I couldn't stand talking to her. She was nasty. She was negative. This was a woman who sold real estate and was way up here, a powerhouse in the real estate industry. And karma hit her it was last year, about a year ago from right now. Karma hit her, flung her upside down. She was living in a shelter. This woman was rude. She demanded to know, when is everything coming back? Karma plays out. She got flipped upside down because of that attitude. Did she learn her lesson? No, she did not. She's rewriting her own blueprint to go right back into the same energy, the same vibration that she was carrying before. Is she ever going to come out of it? Most likely she will not, because she is not ready to open herself up and release the good that's inside that is being smothered by this anger and repressed vengeance and, superiority. It was really awful. So I hope that that makes sense for you because it definitely ties into your reading. Whatever I share with you from my own experience is I am guided to share it as an example. Now we're going to look at your foundation. We're going to look at the family and friends and groups around you, communities around you. We'll dive into a little bit of romance, and then we'll look at the final message at the end. Virgo, this is really um, a beautiful comeback after dealing with so much, because I feel a lot of our Virgos have been going through so much difficulties and struggles that it's been hard to see the truth. Okay, it's hard to see the forest on the other side of the trees. How does that work out? Because the trees are so far back and they're planted in a way that all you see is the trees right in front. You can't see the forest. You can't see the rest of them behind it. That's what I feel has been happening to Virgo, where you've been dealing with people who are very manipulative around you in your work environment, in your community, like in the subdivision you live in the area where you live, and definitely your family and friends. Friends who betrayed you, family who lied to you. There was a lot of manipulation going on around Virgo. And you don't like that. That really puts a wrench in your organized, systematic schedule, because that's what you're good at doing. That's what you were born to do. You're a leader in that area of being organized, being concise, and making sure things look just so. And I use that phrase for Virgos a lot for a reason, because that is the way a majority of Virgos are. But whoever this is, whether it be one, or I feel for a lot of you, it was a multitude of people, almost like an entire family. We'll get to family in a minute because it definitely has to do with family, but a group of people, not just necessarily one. And it affected you in a way that you lost relationships that were of value, but you couldn't see it because you couldn't see what was actually going on behind those trees right in front of you. You couldn't see the whole picture. You're getting ready to see the whole picture, and it has everything to do with your foundation, mind, body, and soul aligning within. And as we go forward, I'm going to stop for a second. As we go forward, we're going to be looking at more collective energy readings, collective energy conversations where we're talking about topics rather than zodiac signs. I'll still bring in your monthly zodiac sign. My personal private readings are going to be closing, and we're going into a whole different direction where it's all about you learning and growing more and more and more. So, with this energy, getting back to your foundation, you really had to break through and cut each of those trees down. You had to break through and look for the truth. And I almost like they're showing me Virgo's going on a hunt, like going on a scavenger hunt, looking through your house, trying to find the pieces, the clues. Now, this is just a diagram of an appearance that I'm seeing, but this actually probably happened to some of you where you were looking for truth, you were looking for documents, you were looking for statements, for photos, for truth that was blocking you from becoming abundant, feeling prosperity in your own life, feeling safe and secure in your own foundation. For some of you, this may have been legal documentation for actual inheritance. For others, this may have had to do with property. I'm seeing land, ownership, and somebody may have been blocking you from a will or something like that when it has to do with somebody who is no longer in the physical body and they left behind some treasures that were going to change your life. But somehow you were blocked from this. So that's the deep dive in this scenario. This is one general vision that I'm seeing. Let us know if it applies to you. Whatever it was, there was a search and a find. You found out what you needed to find, and you probably tore your entire life apart. You probably tore apart pieces and components that really made you feel out of balance, because again, Virgo likes things just so. So while you're flipping through and looking for things, whether it's internally or externally, it puts you in a place of being unorganized and scattered and feeling disconnected. And we can look at that as the cognitive dissonance, right? And that's what this whole journey is about, by the way. That's what we'll be talking about in the upcoming video. So I do hope that you attend, and we're going to go live. If I have enough people put live in the comments, I will go live. There's a coming back around. There's a rebuilding. There's like all of these options in front of you. And as I'm going to take a piece of this, I'm going to put this up on a shelf, I'm going to move these things around. You're reorganizing, you're restructuring. Some of you are completely going to redo your own home. You may have lost some of the things that you had, and so you're replacing it or finding a way to do without it if you didn't need it at all. But there is a more secure feeling in the life that you are creating. Now, that doesn't mean you don't have children and partners around you. Okay, you could be doing this while you are involved in a family dynamic, but you're doing it on your own. There's this, I see Virgo separating yourself. It's like you're in the other room. Okay, go eat dinner in there. Turn the TV on. I've got to do this. And you've really been putting yourself first. And that is the best thing you could have ever done, because we are taught and programmed not to put ourselves first. And by listening to others, by giving everything to everybody else and never enough time for us to search and find and heal, we create a problem in our own foundation. Foundation is your home, your education, your skill set, your cars. It's the connection within, our direct connection to source, mind, body, and soul being in alignment. And when all of this is in chaos, we don't know who we are. And you broke through it. And I love this. I love this for my Virgos. So this is a beautiful energy coming in where you're going to really change things around. Now, karma is playing out from the end of May all the way through September. And again, what we put out is what we're getting back. When it comes to abundance and prosperity, you have the Ace of Cups. Beautiful, beautiful energy for your foundational card. This is amazing because, again, when we open from heart space, we don't wear a heart on our sleeves like a Libra or a Virgo would do. We actually overgive and we give to the wrong people. So you're pulling that back, and karma is giving you what you actually deserve. You've been kind, you've been a giver, you've been whatever it is that your soul was meant to do while you were here. That is what's coming back to you. If your soul was meant to experience all the dark side of life, all the negative side of life, the person who complains all the time and now their karma's coming back to them. So whatever they've been complaining about, we speak it, we create it, and they're going to bring it right back. But there's a separation coming in and a cycle right around all of us, but definitely around Virgo, where it's a big separation. You may feel like you will never see some of these people again, and you're probably right. If they didn't get it and fix their own life, if they didn't make amends within their own self, they're going to go right back into the loop, back into the same type of scenario. You, my friend, have made a difference in your life, and you are creating this beautiful program pattern. And I'll pull a card for you as far as the negative aspects, the challenges that you have to face. You felt like you were in the dark. You may have felt like you've been stuck. If it isn't 8 months, it could even be 8 years where you were going through this situation and just kind of reliving it. It's like, when am I going to get a break? And the break is now. The break is coming in spite of everything that's changing all around us. It's now. It's now because you're understanding the swords in the tarot represent mind. This is about your mind being powerful enough to change it, but we can only get to that point once we face our shadows. Once we get rid of the people who were misleading us, who were neglecting us. And again, that has a lot to do with family. We'll get to that in a second. With this energy, the feeling of being stuck and unable to see the truth and unable to see the forest through the trees, the communication stops. Swords in the tarot down, that is a lack of communication or no communication at all. While you're trying to figure this out blindly, saying, what is going on? And this is the journey that we go through in the Ascending Souls Journey, the name of my channel. That is what we've been doing. So the guided messages have been brought to you to help you break through situations like this. And this is a moment right now. We're Virgo. And if I say Libra, I'm sorry, it is a Virgo reading where you are busting out of this. You're like, skip the 9 of Swords, skip the 10 of Swords. I've already done that. I'm going to move from the 8 of Swords all the way to the Ace of Swords and start this new endeavor. And it is going to be really, really good for you. That's how strong you're going to feel over the next 6 weeks. It's an energy coming in, replacing the, as energy shifts around us, as the planets are moving and things are coming, and there's so much in the astrological field where we can see the relationship of astrology in our everyday lives. And that's a beautiful energy where zodiac signs fit in, but it's more about the whole picture. And I love that because each step of this journey is one piece at a time, and that's what you've done. Now, the challenges in getting your foundation up in order internally, externally, that is what we want to look at right now. And you have the 10 of Pentacles. Family situations, okay? Family, friends, money, security in general. And that's what we're talking about, is this energy of feeling safe and secure. But with this 10 of Pentacles comes a feeling of being secure. Your greatest fear of not being secure is going to play out in a reverse because you have broken free from a cycle. You've broken free from this cycle. You see the truth. You tore everything apart, and this is powerful. Now, when it comes to investing in money, this is going to be an amazing opportunity. A very small window. I feel, even though I'm looking at 6 weeks of time, we'll look at the karma coming in the next 6 weeks as we go forward. But this energy is a very narrow window that will be right up until just before July, where you have an opportunity to invest in new property, invest in new, uh, I am hearing the word materialistic things, materialism, that is going to make you feel secure here on earth. It's not about abundance. It's there. Abundance is there. You've already coming to that point, but this goes beyond it where you want the I'm seeing somebody digging a hole in the dirt and putting coins in there, like you're burying your money. Okay, you're burying your money. Now that could be burying it in the stock market, burying it in banks, or in the dirt itself, but you're definitely going to feel safe in whatever action you take about making sure you feel like you have enough security. Now, some of you, the court documents I feel are going to come through for a situation when it comes to a will. A will. Somebody passed away and they may not have had everything quite in order, or for some reason, even if they did, there was a hold put on it. That hold may have drove you right into the Eight of Swords. I need this to start my new life. I see this coming in right before July. So in the month of June, the latter timing of June, I see it right in there where it'll be finalized in that first 2 weeks. That means the coins are going to come into your pocketbook and you will be able to move forward. For another group of you, there is a beautiful relocation here. You're looking at a different location and you may not realize this, but where you're moving to, this isn't going to be for all of you, this is a general reading, but where you're moving to has ley lines in it. If you don't know what that is, look it up, okay? The and I'll be talking about this in a video, and I'll be talking about it in my new podcast, Ascending Talk. You can click the link up here, subscribe, because I'm getting ready to open that up for you. I have a bunch of them already recorded, and that's coming through. But this is the energy location that you're moving to is vibrant. It's magnetic and it's pulling you to it. You may feel very drawn to going to a particular location for a particular reason. Now there's twofold there, and that goes in deep. That's why we're going to have a conversation. But for this reading, just follow your intuition. There's something there that is going to help you. And you know, if I move there, I feel things are going to change. I feel like my life is going to move into a better position. I believe everything will start coming to me in that location. All right. Follow your intuition on that, because I see a lot of our Virgos who are relocating. You are moving to the right area. Now, I am seeing 2-3. That can be 20 to 30 minutes from where you live. That can be 2 to 3 hours, 2 to 3 states, 2 to 3 countries over from where you're at now. So 2 to 3, if that fits in there, this may actually be your message. Let us know if that's you. When it comes to health, I see some of our Virgos are not eating well. You may have been eating comfort foods for the challenges that you're facing, right? Seeing that the person you love or the job you had that really fulfilled you, so you thought, and it's gone, we start emotionally feeding ourselves and we start eating things that are not healthy for ourselves. I'm seeing more like sweets. If you've been really looking at sweets, it's time for you to decrease. It doesn't mean you can't have any at all, but you do need to modify the intake of whatever you're eating, whether that's sweets or too many carbohydrates. I'm being shown sweets, but again, make sure that you are creating a balanced diet as part of your new life plan. You're starting this over from scratch, and some of you are just adding on and changing and modifying, but you're creating the setup that you want. And this has to do with your foundation. Your health is very, very important. When it comes to family and friends, there's something really there. There's I see like these people that are very manipulative around you going, hey, Virgo, they're your BFF. You guys think you get along. You believe they are on your side. And as intuitive as you are, they're able to manipulate you without you even knowing it. And that may very well be the part that kept you in the Eight of Swords energy. How did I let myself get into this? Like, how did I miss that? Do you know what I mean? I feel that this is somebody very, very close to you, mom, dad, sibling, even your own adult child. But there was something there where they played you for a fool and you took the dive. I feel there was a distance between you and whatever it was, a person you loved, a job you loved, maybe relocating. There was something there where they said, no, don't do that. Don't be around them. Maybe even gave you an ultimatum. But this is turning around because you see the truth now and you have a choice of whether or not you want to revisit it or recreate something similar for some of you where that person, that group of people, you're going to disconnect from them if you have not already. You're seeing the truth and you're saying, absolutely not. I will not allow this kind of nonsense in my life because it throws your scheduling out. It throws your organization out. It distorts you from who you really are. And that does not work well for our Virgos. Again, if I say Libra, I'm sorry. I just did their reading and there's a lot of Libra energy in this reading. Now, you had a few cards pop out when it comes to family and friends. This is you moving away from people who were lying to you. We have the Queen of Swords. This is Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini energy. Somebody around you really distorted you. Some of you are going to move toward this person and reunite and reconnect. Others of you are going to move away from this person, whoever this individual is. Now, typically, the Queen of Swords is not necessarily a negative energy, a negative person. If they're upside down, they are hell on wheels, let me tell you that. But this one came out upright. So the tarot is saying this is a person who has been through thick and thin. This is a person who has been lied to, betrayed, stabbed in the back, and turned upside down, manipulated by the people they love, and dragged through the mud, scammed by some, and slandered by others, all of which people that they thought had their best interests in them, and they didn't. They had to pick themselves up from lying on the floor and recreate their life step by step, and doing it alone, as painful as it is. It is hard. We go through that period of why did they, who, what, why, questioning everything. Is anything real? Am I real? Am I of value? This person has picked themselves up step by step and said, I know my worth. I am true and authentic, and I will speak to you. I will let you come in, but you best tell me the truth, or I will cut you apart from my life, remove you. You will no longer be part of my life. So speak the truth or you're gone. So there is a communication coming in. For some of you, this is going to be telepathic, and others of you, I feel it's going to be digitally. So that could be email, it could be the text message. But I don't see it in person in this vision. Now, whoever this person is, they may have been the one that you were convinced to be not around this person. For others, this is you. This is you rebuilding your life after leaving those people, after walking away from all of the deception. Five of Swords is before the Six. The Five of Swords is combative energy. It's manipulation. It's all the negative aspects that put you in that boat and said, I am freaking out of here. That's what I see in this family dynamic, in this friendship. There was so much falseness. It's like, I'm disgusted, just disgusted with you. And that's what you've been going through. And now you are the Queen of Swords. It's like, come on, bring it on. You think you can take me down? Nobody can mess with our Virgos, and I love this. Whoever it is, family, friends, work environment, your neighbors, it doesn't matter. You are not going to allow anything to come in. Now, for another group of you, when it comes to family and friends, there's a beautiful insight coming in. Some of you, this is creating a new community, a new family, maybe reuniting with whoever this Queen of Swords is that you were pushed from, deceived about, and there was love for this person. So this is the Ace of Wands, a new beginning that's filled with adventure and excitement. Some of you traveling to go see somebody that you love, traveling far away. This may be actually traveling to a different country, a very far away destination, but starting a new beginning with them. Okay, whatever happened in the past is done. Let's build something new. And there's this beautiful return of the inner child of Virgo, the inner child of your spirit being alive again, the passion, the excitement, the whole ambiance of everything when it comes to this. Now, it may be a new community for some of you, but I'm being shown a vision of you meeting up with one person that actually has to do with the storyline over here. Now, this Ace of Wands is great when it comes to moving forward, getting involved with people who are on the same page of you. If you don't have people around you, are you ready to open up your heart without wearing it on your sleeve and say, yes, I bring in the right people for me? You're going to know if this is for you. Now, remember, this is a future reading, so it has not happened yet. But this is what I see coming through. For another group of you, you're going to have telepathic communication, talking back and forth, particularly those of you who have had a wedge put between you and somebody or something that you really wanted. And again, it has to do with family and friends, work family, family, birth family, whatever it was, communities you were involved with. You were listening to the wrong people. When it comes to romance, I feel this energy of excitement. You may have been involved in a relationship that's 10 years or more, not 10 months. This is a longer period of time. 10 years or more is what I'm seeing. And the relationship felt like it was dull. Okay, 7 to 10 years, we go through cycles, and these are literal cycles, and you can even go back and write out your birth date, go back, and you will find these are real cycles in your life. The Eight of Pentacles, this is working very hard on fixing this relationship. And the good thing is it actually can be fixed. It can be turned around, getting back some of the passion, getting back some of the communication. But it takes work on your part to decide whether you want it or not. And then it'll take, excuse me, work on your partner's part to decide if they want it. Now, you heard my voice right there. There is communication that needs to be happening for this to work. But if you both work at it, it is absolutely fixable. It will turn into, you will walk into the Nine of Pentacles feeling everything. That's where the woman's standing there, the birds are there, and the trees and the flowers and pentacles are falling down. Pentacles make us feel safe and secure. This will be a beautiful way for you and your partner to turn things around. Now, honestly, I feel there is a lot of people who are coming to this point, but it's happening over the next 6 weeks, moving even further towards September. The karma, right? I didn't give up on you. You didn't give up on me. Maybe you gave up on yourself, but now we're going to put in for each other. It's a beautiful comeback around. For another group of you, I feel you're getting ready to meet somebody who's actually your destined partner. This is what I'm hearing, your destined partner. Again, I'm feeling travel. Oh, look, you even got travel. You got the beautiful Chariot, which represents travel. And that's why I feel a lot of travel around Virgo. This is a season for a lot of people to be traveling, vacations. I feel this is a faraway destination, and you are going to meet this person. This isn't by car, although it can be. The vision I'm seeing, this is somebody flying to a destination that is far away, 2 to 3 hours, and maybe 12 to 13 hours away. There's water in the background, there's palm trees, and it's beautiful. And when you get there, you just breathe. I can breathe again. And you just get filled in with this beautiful enlightenment, empowering energy. You may be winding up on a ley line. You may be in an energetically high frequency yourself and going to a location like that, which is going to make you feel powerful. Now, I see this person approaching you. Somebody's going to see that, whether they see it through your aura, whether they see it through your facial expressions, your micro expressions, they're going to see it in you and they're going to approach you. And it is amazing, a beautiful opportunity if you choose to take it, but it will be one heck of a good time while you're there for sure. Virgo, this is all about you pulling back the power that you felt helpless through the karma that is coming in. These are rewards coming in for you. These are people who hurt you. They're getting back their karmic dues. Whatever it is the opportunity to expand your life and create something more beautiful than you actually ever dreamed possible until now. I hope you have a great month. I look forward to your messages. Much love.